Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Shirley with Shirley's Thread Work, and this is Wind Down Tuesday. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to my Facebook family as well as my YouTube family, and thank you for tuning in. And also, as usual, I want to thank everybody that will be watching the replay because I do know a lot of people watch the replay and not the live. So I appreciate that as well. Well, tonight I am going to be doing a little stitching. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work, but I know the last Wind Down Tuesday I did, someone asked me to stitch something, and I was like, I don't know how to figure out how to do that. So I guess I decided I was going to see if I could do that, and you guys get a chance to actually see it. But it's stitching. It's nothing. It's nothing new. But I wanted to do it because I was looking at. We talked about patches last week. And I was looking at some videos and everything about patches during the week. And I saw one video where this guy did it a little bit different than what I had done it or I had seen it before. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and try that. So I said, well, let me try it live on here with everybody else. So I do have one on the machine now, and I turned the machine off because I didn't know whether or not it was going to be too loud or whatever. So I'm going to turn it back on. I know I'm going to have a problem hearing, but I need you guys to let me know if it's too loud for you. We'll have to figure something out. Before we do that, I see several people are on in the chat now. Can you let me know if you can hear me good and clear? I want to make sure I'm not sounding muffled or low or anything like that. If I need to adjust my sound, so put a statement in the comment to let me know if you hear me loud and clear. I would appreciate that very, very much. That would be so helpful. And I guess I need to put these eyes on. I don't know. I have to tell you guys about this cataract situation while I'm waiting for people. Hopefully, you guys will go ahead and let me know whether or not you hear me okay. Please let me know if you hear me okay and whether or not I need to adjust my sound because um, I don't want it to be muffled or anything, so let me know. Robin, Jenny, anybody? Rebecca, how are you? And who else is on here? Carla Thomas. Hi, how are you? I don't know if I've met you before. Maybe I have and just forgot, but that's nothing unusual for me. And no one's putting anything in the comment yet. So do you hear me? I'm working my mouth. So I'm sure you guys, I guess, have to be hearing me, or somebody I hope would have put something in there and said, I don't hear you. So, because I don't want to talk for a whole 10 minutes and realize nobody heard a word that I said. And I do know that you guys be busy cooking and sewing and doing all kinds of things while you're watching me, and may not be anywhere where you can actually type into the chat, but I do need to know. And somebody said hi to Marina. Is Marina on here? Oh, we hear you loud and clear. Okay, Miss Joyce. Hi. Hello, beautiful queen and family in the chat. Yes, we hear you loud and clear. Thank you. I just needed to know that. Appreciate it. Sound is good. Okay. Hey, Val, how are you? And hi, Becky. How are you? Um, Jaw's mom, which is Leslie. She had to let me know. And Joyce and Robin and you guys are steady coming in. So I'm so glad you guys can hear me. And I'm going to turn my machine on, but not right at this very second, but I will. And then please let me know whether or not you can hear that while the machine is going, because I don't want it to be too loud. And like I said, I hear people saying hi to Marina, and I don't know if I'm missing something because I don't see your name in here unless you have a different handle that I'm not familiar with. So if it is, oh, there you are. Got it. I missed it. Good. Thanks for stopping by. I hadn't seen you in a while, but I do appreciate you stopping by, and I hope all is well. So now, and hi, Carol, how are you? Thank you for stopping by as well. So, like I was saying, I'm going to, first of all, before I get back to this patches thing, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this cataract situation. You guys, I had both my eyes done so far, and I go back tomorrow to have my last checkup, I'm assuming, following my surgery for both eyes. And my word of caution is, which I have to be honest about it, I do have some regrets because I don't know if it's due because I'm still healing and it's going to take a while because it's only been about a month since I had the first one done, and about a month and a half, I guess, total for both eyes. But it definitely changes your vision dramatically. Now, I am able to watch TV without glasses, which I couldn't do before. So that's a yay, I can watch TV without glasses. But that wasn't a big deal to me. As far as driving without glasses, I can drive without glasses in the daytime. Again, that's a big yay as well. I've not really driven at night yet. I believe I did drive at night for about a mile coming from my house to my girlfriend's house, Wanda, my boss. So if you hear me talking about Wanda, that's who I'm talking about. She's about a mile or maybe 2 miles away. It's a good 5, 6 minute drive, no big deal. And I think I've driven once from her house at night, and it was okay. And actually, it had rained, or it was raining, so it wasn't so bad. So I guess I have to say my vision is much better as far as night driving is concerned. But my biggest concern and issue, and I'm just putting this out for anybody else that may be interested in having cataract surgery, please have a very clear and ask every question under the sun of your ophthalmologist before you do it, because now, and I didn't know that my vision up close or near vision was going to change. I was very much aware of that. They did tell me. The unfortunate thing is I did not think it through and realize how much of a change it would be, because now I can't see diddly up close. Nothing. And it's quite concerning to me because of what we do. I'm sewing and embroidering, and I work on a computer and I do all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing a lot of stuff up close, even more so than I am far away. And I'm constantly putting glasses on and off. And that's why I have this stuff hanging around my neck, because I don't have to reach for it and put it on. I can just put it on like this, do what I got to do, and then take it off and put it down. So that part I'm not happy about. I'm going to just be absolutely 100% honest. I am not happy about that because my vision does not seem to me as good as it was prior to the surgery. And again, I'm still healing. Hopefully, it will get better because everybody told me that had cataract surgery prior to me having mine said, best thing since sliced bread. I see so much better. Everything is wonderful and all of that. And I'm not experiencing that joy yet. So I'm hoping it will get better. But I just want to put that out to everybody because I know when I talked about cataract surgery, and I did a short on it, it was a lot of people viewed it. So I'm sure there are people out there that are interested in it because, we're at that age where that's a possibility. And I just wanted you to be aware. And like I said, ask multiple questions and be sure that is something that you need and something that you really want, and then also be prepared that you're going to be a little bit different. And Val, you said you had yours done and you do not need glasses for distance or near so far. For me, it was amazing. Well, girl, thank goodness for you. I'm hoping that mine will get better over time. But like I said, right now, that is not the case with me. I literally can barely see anything. Now, I can see what I'm doing right now, looking at the computer and looking on the screen and reading the chat. I can see all of that clearly, and I don't have my glasses on, as you can tell. But when it comes down to um, trying to thread a needle or put a needle in or just anything that requires me to be able to focus, I can't see it without glasses. But anyway, and Val, you said first time since the age of 6 that I have not needed glasses. Well, that is definitely um, a wonderful thing, and I'm hoping mine will get better, and I'll keep you guys informed. So now back to the process at hand, and that is patches. So what I have on my machine right now is what I saw a gentleman do the other day. Uh, I'm sorry, you guys. I stopped to see what Val had said. You got panopticons, which I don't know what that is. But anyway, I'm assuming that's a particular type of lens. I did get a special lens in this eye because I had astigmatism. No, yeah, astigmatism. So I got a special lens over here and a regular lens over here. This is my worst eye, and this still is the worst eye right now, and it's the first one I had done. And I don't see as well out of this eye as I do this eye. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll get better. So back to patches. There are so many different ways of doing patches. You guys, I'm pretty sure of it. And I don't know how many of you have actually done patches, but you know that I've done quite a few patches. And I doggone it, I should have brought my jacket out here to remind you. But you know, I have a jacket full of patches that I did. And I've shown it to you several times, and I might get up and get it. I don't know, maybe. And show you all again. And like I was talking last week when I was going over information in Embrilliance, and I mentioned the fact that I can take a design that's pretty big in size and condense it down small enough to be a patch. And I have an example of that. So I think I will get up and get it in a few minutes. And so you guys, so I can refresh your memory. But and I'm not going to go over in brilliance, and I'm not going to show you anything because I'm not sharing my screen or anything. Val, you say you missed my jackets. I haven't done any in a while. I haven't really. But anyway, tonight we're just going to do the patch, and I have one on, and I'm going to tell you the way this guy, and I think he was a Racoma instructor. He was showing how he stabilized his patches, because my biggest issue or concern that I have about doing patches is when you're done and the edges and you can still see like the stabilizer or the white around the edges, and I've never liked that. And I don't care how good a pair of scissors you have and how close you get to it and all of that kind of stuff, um you still will or I have still been able to see some of the white, and I wanted to figure out how to not do that. So I'm going to check and see how this is going to work. So what he did, and let me get the fabric and stuff and show you what I do. Instead of moving the camera, I'll just bring it to you. So this is what I have. This is a roll of patch sealer, and it kind of reminds you of the heat and bond. It reminds me of Heat and Bond. I got this from Madeira several years ago, but it is called Patch Sealer. And this is what you put on the back. At least this is what I have. This is what you put on the back to adhere your patch to your garment. And it works just like Heat and Bond. Now, if you're going to use Heat and Bond, you have to use the Heat and Bond that's in the red package. And it's the Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. And I tried this once, wasn't happy. I saw a guy that was doing patches and everything, and he was totally against using this. He said once you wash the garment, it's gonna fall off. I don't know if that's true or not because I don't know if I actually put it on correctly because I watched the video again and another video, and the particular person was applying pressure and heat, no steam, until it melted and you could actually see the liquid turning, you see the glue turn into liquid. And then he said that's when you stop and then let it cool for a while. Then you can take the paper sheet off. And hopefully that meant that once you did apply it to your garment, it would stick. And you have to do the exact same thing when you're heating it. You got to put the heat and the pressure, and you need to do it long enough, on and off. And he said like seconds on, not 6 seconds off, but 6 seconds on, take it off, then try it again and try it again until you think it has a good hold. So this is something that you can get. You used to get it out of Joann. Ain't no Joann no more. But I ordered this one off of Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for. It's not extremely expensive. I know this was a little bit more expensive, but again, this came from Madeira. And then the other thing that a lot of people suggested was this roll here, and this is called Badge Master, and it's just a plastic sheeting, and it reminds me a lot of the Sulky Ultra Hold. Let me see if I can get my Sulky. Yeah, Ultra Solvy. It reminds me of this Ultra Solvy from Sulky. It's very similar. See how thick this is? And then this one is a lot clearer. It's actually not as thick as the Ultra Hold. This one is a lot clearer. Now, the other thing that I kind of halfway mentioned last week, some people are actually using plastic sheeting, and I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's good for your machine, but I do know there are people that are using that. And all of this is done to try to keep from having that white edge around that you'll get if you use regular stabilizer. And they do recommend, if you're going to use stabilizer, that it is a cutaway, not a tearaway, a cutaway. Now back to the guy that was taught. Oh, this is one more thing. This is well, this is this. That's what this is. So that's what it looks like. So again, it reminds me of the Heat Bond. I just cut that off because that's what I'm gonna use tonight. Now the gentleman, he did a sandwich, which is what I have on my machine right now. He got a piece of the Badge Master, and that's what it looks like. And I had mentioned this material before. He said a, a washable cutaway, which is like Baleen. Baleen is what I use to do my freestanding lace. This is Baleen. You see how you spell it. and this is an 8 by 10 pack. Costs about $18, $15, something. You can get, this is the short one. You can get a long one, but like 12 inches, I believe. 12 by 10 yards. This is an 8 inch by, excuse me, 8 inch by 10 yard. And I don't know why I got this short one, but anyway, this is what I have on the machine. And he said to sandwich it. So you would have the violin on top, put the badge master in the middle, and then put another sheet of violin. Now, I always use twill. I don't use felt, and I've never used just regular cloth. I use twill. This is patch twill. And I got this from All Stitch, and a sheet costs like $6. It's a 12 by 12 sheet, I think. And so I sandwiched all that together and put this on top, and then put it in my 5 by 5 just for the demo. So that's what I have on my machine. And what he showed was, once he got everything stitched out and everything and cut down and stuff, all he had to do was take some warm water, just like you do if you're doing wash away stabilizer, and just go around the edges, and you melt away the wash away stabilizer as well as the badge master, and you have nothing on the edge sticking out. So we're going to see if that works. So that really intrigued me. Because again, like I said, my biggest issue and concern with making patches is making sure you don't have those white edges. So let me see. Marina, you said you like Lone Star adhesive to attach your patches to the garment. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that. Somebody had said something about the, what is it, the E6 6000 or something, and that's that toxic stuff. I don't want to do that. And Leslie, you said how much was that sheet? Which sheet? The twill sheet? 5.95 for a sheet, 12 by 12 sheet. This sheet is $5.95 at All Stitch. And I got it when they had a sale on, so I didn't have to pay the whole $6 for it. But that's what one sheet costs from them. Now you can buy twill in rolls and things like that, so you don't have to buy it that way. And I'm pretty sure if you buy it in bulk or in rolls, it would be more economical. And George, you said, are we doing the reveal tonight? Yes, ma'am, we are. And I did email you the link. Anybody that did not get the link via text, check your email, because I didn't have your phone number, obviously. So I sent the link via email. So hopefully, I know I sent it out to Joyce, Robin, Danielle, Leslie, and to you. Who else did I send it to? I think that's it. And if there's anybody else that is doing anything, let me know and I'll send you the link. But yes, we are doing it. Yes, Joyce, after the patch demo. Thank you, Robin, for letting her know. But yes, we are doing the reveal tonight. So get your stuff ready. And back to you, Marina. Does that hold very well, your Lone Star adhesive? Is that like a spray or something? Because like I said, I'm not familiar with that. Um, and Daniel said, I got here late tonight. What's happening with y'all? We're doing well, for one thing, remember we mentioned the reveal tonight. You said you were going to show your advent calendar, which is what we're revealing. So Daniel, get it ready. And Miss Joyce, you said heat and bond doesn't work for you at all. I tried it and I didn't like it either, but I do know people that are that are recommending that this heat and bond. So I'm kind of confused and surprised. Um, we don't want to drive Joyce away. We're talking too much about Embrilliance. That's an inside joke, y'all. That's a social society crew inside joke. And Miss Joy, you say you love doing patches. That's the only thing you know how to digitize in Embrilliance. Okay. And I do mine with the patch artist module. So that's how I do mine. And let me see, did I miss anybody else that said anything? So I'm going to turn my machine back on to finish this that I already got started. If it's too loud for you guys, please let me know because I'm hoping it's not going to be, but I'm not sure. So that is the and you know that thing is loud in my ear for one thing. I don't know if it's real loud to you guys or not, but it's very loud in my ear. And that's one of the disadvantages of trying to do a demo while you're live and stuff because your machine does make noise. So please put in the comment if you think that is too loud and distracting, um, because I do want to finish it. And I have another one that I want to do. Um, because this one shouldn't take very long to do. And Jenny, you said the violin is $18.99 for the 12-inch by 10 yards. And Val, you're saying Dime has patch attack. You haven't tried it alone. You don't trust the iron on without scissors. Okay. I'm oh, Robin said you can't hear the machine. Yay, I can hear it, but you guys can't. So I'm so glad you can't hear it. Because I tell you, it's loud as all get out in my ear. But that's okay. I'm just glad that you can't hear it. Because I do not want to distract you. Dime does have a patch kit that they sell. I have not bought it because everything that they're selling I already have because they do have the same type of product that I have already that I've been using. Um, Marie, you said it holds well and it's like a heat bond. A hostage. Oh, okay. That's the long, what did you call it? Let me put it up here just in case somebody's interested in getting it. Lone Star Adhesive. Marina likes Lone Star Adhesive to attach her patches to her garment. So we need to check that out because I've never heard of it before. And I am, uh, open to try something that works well. So let me see if I can look that up right quick. Lone Star Adhesive for patches. When I'm pulling up, I didn't pull up the exact thing. Let me see. Lone Star Adhesive. Durable adhesive. Okay. The 12-inch is starts at $15. 24-inch starts at $30. And it's a website according to what I'm looking at, where it is Lone Star adhesive, durable adhesive. Is that what you use? I'm gonna check them out if it is and see what they're about. But like you said, it's like the heat and bond, and maybe it does a lot better. Miss Joy, you say you've designed about 20 patches and don't have an embroidery machine. Okay, all righty, you go, girl. So how are you doing your patches if you don't have an embroidery machine? Okay, thank you. So it's getting close. It's stitching out. I did the wrap around. I wrote my name and I did the wrap around, and I'm gonna I'm gonna cut it out afterwards and see how that works. But let me run and get my oh, Marie, you said the Lone Star is a American made company. That's good to know. Thank you so much. I'm gonna run and get my jacket right quick so you guys conversate among yourselves, and I will be right back. I sent a file to a friend of mine and she does the stitches to cut them out for her. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool, Miss Joyce. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So don't mind my jacket. It needs ironing because it's linen. But see this design here, and it's got rhinestone and it's got um HTV vinyl in it. So this is, and I showed you that because I want to show you. This is the jacket that I have all my patches on, and I made all of these with just regular designs and stuff that I created and all of that. And I've taken these designs, and here's the one. Does that look familiar to you? There you go. There you go. Exact same design. Exact same design. I was able to do this in Embrilliance, where I was able to shrink it down to this, and it stitched out perfectly without any problem. Another one that I've done, and that jacket is in the car, so I can't show it to you. But this particular patch here, I have that on a jacket back. So you guys may have seen it. It's a whole jacket back. And I was able to take that exact design and shrink it down and made a patch out of it. So that is something that you definitely can do with in Embrilliance with that patch software that they have, Patch Artist. And so that this is my little patch jacket, and I had fun making it. And I some of the designs I created myself. Some of the designs I ordered them. I don't digitize anything like that. I just take like this one. I just created it. You guys can see it's a social society crew, and I made a patch out of it. Different things like that. HBCU, I just created that, and my alma mater, HBCU, MVSU, all that kind of stuff. And I did this crab with my birthday, 7/11, July 11th is my birthday. So those are the kinds of things that I've done with patches and stuff. And like I said, all of these were done using it's Merrily, but it's now called Patch Artist. And Rebecca, you said, what is a good dimension for a jacket back? Um, Thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Joy. Appreciate it. My jacket back size, to be honest about it, is limited to the ability of my machine. So it's hard for me to say. I'm one of these people. If I had a hoop, if I had a machine that could do a bigger hoop, my jacket back designs would be a lot bigger. I'm just going to be honest about it because the bigger the better. Go big or go home. This particular one, I think, was like the the design itself before you put all the rhinestone and stuff in it was close to I want to say like an 8. I think I did it in my 8x9 hoop, and I was limited in size for two things. One, my this machine only goes up to 8x13 hoops. That's the largest you can go, the 8x13, unfortunately. And at the time, I did not have a big enough cutting mat. I only had the 12 by 12 cutting mat. I think it's not 12, whatever that regular cutting mat is for your cricket, the regular size. So I couldn't make my rhinestone flop or the rhinestone spray around it any bigger. I wanted it much bigger, but I was limited by what was available to me. So, you know, it's hard to answer that question. It's basically whatever you want. I would go across my entire back as far as if I had the ability to do that, but I make it as large as my machine will allow me to go. And that's usually no more than because I'm very skittish about the hoops and everything. I want to make sure I'm not going to have any issues with it hitting the hoop and stuff. So I never do it as big as you know they say it'll fit because I'm nervous. So usually I shrink it down even more. So it stopped, and this is what's stitched out. So I'm going to unhoop this, cut it out, and see if we don't have any white residue around. Hopefully not. It's stitched out really well. And the only thing I have on here is I have the Bassmaster, and I have the violin, and I have the twill. So that's what I have. And as far as stabilizing, it was really, really good because it stitched out just fine. Okay. Now the other thing this guy said that I was looking at, let me go upstairs, scissors for this. He said when you're cutting your when you're cutting out your patch, I'm going to show you what he said to do to make it cut better. He said cut it down into a square. Then he said to go around it like you do if you're going to sew a curve. You know how you go around. Just kind of cut it round. And he said that makes it easier for you to get in there and cut it closer. So I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to see if it works. So now I'm getting my applique scissors, and I'm going to go in here and see how close I can get this. And I'm going to put my eyes on now so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to see if this worked as far as it should work, because there's really nothing to be white. So I'm just cutting it out, taking my time. You don't want to cut your threads, so you got to take your time. You got to have a nice, good, sharp pair of scissors. Applique scissors. These are the curved ones. I think it's about time for me to get these sharpened or get me another one, because I've been using this one for almost 5 years now. So it really does a good job, but probably needs to be sharpened. Hard for me to cut through all of this at once. And I'm going to have to get the water because I don't have water in here. Okay, I got it all cut out. And you can see there is a little, the little fuzz around here. This is the stuff I don't like. But keep in mind, right now, all of this is that water-soluble stuff. So I should be able to get rid of all of that. And we're going to see. I should be able to get rid of all of that and not have anything showing. That's the whole purpose. And I do apologize to you guys. I was trying to figure out how to be able to have the water in here, but since the water needs to be warm water, there was no way for me to have the water in here ahead of time and it stay warm. So now I gotta go put the water on it and see if that works. And then after you get all your edges and everything cleaned up and you clean up your back, and if you want to take a lighter or whatever, you can do that. I'm not going to do a lighter with this, and the reason I'm not going to do a lighter, I want to see what the result of melting all the water. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I was just cutting this out. Carla, I didn't mean to not be on camera, but I had to put it down. I was simply cutting away the fabric from it. That's all I was doing. I wasn't doing anything else but cutting it away. So I'm so sorry for having that off of camera, but that's all I was doing was just cutting. Nothing else. Does the badge master tear away or stay on the back? It stays on the back, and when I put the sealer on it is going to seal it in, because this is the badge master is just like it's just like a thick water soluble stabilizer, basically what it is. Remember, I don't know if you were on here, I was saying it was very similar to Sulky, Ultra Solvi. They're water soluble. You could use this as well. It's almost the exact same thing. So it doesn't really matter. I have Badge Master that I got from Madeira because at the time when I first started embroidering and everything, and that was what was recommended to me. So that's what I purchased, and I have plenty of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt all of this off. The goal is to be able to melt all of this off and not have anything white on there. Then I'll be able to put the sealer. Now this is the opposite, not the opposite. This is the same thing as the Lone, what is it? The Lone Star um, adhesive or Heat and Bond Ultra. I tried Heat and Bond Ultra. I didn't like it. It's supposed to be super strong, but I don't think so. I've used this. This is what I adhered all my patches on my jacket with. Now keep in mind, I've never washed that jacket before, because I don't wear it that often. So I have no idea how well it is going to stick on there. Um, if and when it may ever get washed. But let me go clean this up right quick and I'll come right back and we'll see the result. We'll see whether or not this came all the way off and we don't have any of the white showing, because that is the goal. That is the goal. And then I have an iron back here so I can press it. Be right back. So I think it cleaned up pretty good, you guys. What do you think? Pretty good. I could have let it could have gone around it a little bit more, but I didn't want to stay away too long. So I think it cleaned up pretty good. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the patch sealer on it and put it on this little bag right here. So I do have an iron here. And it doesn't take very long to heat up, so that's that part. So you only want a piece big enough for your patch. You don't need a whole lot. And you put the rough side. It's a smooth, very, very smooth side, and then it's a textured, a kind of rough side. You put the rough side next to the patch, like that, and then you heat it to melt the glue. Put a little pressure on it. I need a pressing cloth. Where's my pressing cloth? Yeah. Put a Teflon or something down so you don't mess up the iron, and just hold it and give it as much pressure as you can, and have the iron as hot as it'll go. This is just an Elisa, but it's just a small one, so we shall see how well it's going. It's sticking. Looking for another pair of scissors, but I don't want to use my good scissors. Don't want to use my good scissors and get glue on my good scissors. Well, blow me down. It doesn't pay to put your scissors up. These are some very nice Ginger scissors. And I just bought the same pair. I forgot I had them. I had them in the box. Forgot I had them. So now I got two of them. So where did my patch go? So now I'm cutting, in case somebody's wondering what I'm doing. I'm just cutting that this patch sealer off. Trying to cut this off. So this is all I'm doing, is just cutting. I was looking for a better pair of scissors, but I didn't want to get my sewing scissors, my fabric cutting scissors, and I can't find my utility scissors that I use to cut stuff with, which is what I need. Put these glasses on so I make sure I can get everything. Now, once you have it all cut off and everything, you can peel the back off. And the back should be shiny. See how it's shining in the light? The back should be shiny. And that means that the glue is on here now. So you can take this and heat it and glue it to your project, whatever you're doing. And I'm just going to put it on this little bag that I found. And we're going to see how well that works. I'm applying pressure. Want to make sure that it stays on there. Now, the one thing that the guy said is check your patch and keep applying the heat to it until you think it's gone all the way around. I know some people use their heat press, which definitely is going to give you as much heat and pressure as you need. More so than you can do with just a regular household iron. Okay. Does anybody use their heat press to press on their patches? So here we go. And as you can see, there's no none of that white fabric around. That was what I was trying to do. I wanted to make sure that I could do a patch. Um, uh, I wanted to make sure I could do a patch and not have any of that white showing through your seam or anything. So there we go. It turned out really, really cute, I think. I think it did. And it's holding pretty good. And this is with um I used the Badge Master water soluble, as well as 2 layers of Vilene um, water soluble stabilizer. And then I used my twill on top and stitched it out. I created this in Embrilliance using Patch Artist, which is just a simple click of the button. This is called the wraparound. And what that does, if you use the wraparound, it takes the shape of whatever design that you put on there, just like all of these that I have on my jacket. As you can see, some of them are different shapes, like the one with the lady. It just wrapped around that design. Some of them I have squares and rectangular. Here's another one that I did that says retired nurse, and it wrapped around there, which I guess it says, what is it, retired registered nurse. Well, I'm still retired, even though I'm working a little bit, but not much. So it's on there. But what do you guys think? I think it came out really good. I'm really happy because now I know how to do it without worrying about having those little edges. Because I'm looking at some of my patches that I have on here, and see how you can see some of the little edges with the white. And I don't like that. And I was looking at some people online that were doing their patches the regular way that I've always seen it done. And even though they were cutting and using their lighter or their blowtorch or even their hot gun, not hot gun, but the like the wood burning thing. I have one. I don't know where it is, but I have one where you can just take it around. Any of that heat stuff, they have gone around it. I didn't use any type of fire or heat. I simply used water because everything was water soluble. And Rebecca, you said, what is the name of the adhesive again? Now, if you're talking about what I'm using, um, it's what I have on my little piece of paper says patch sealer. I don't even see a paper. Let me see if there's a paper inside of here. Because I sometimes stick paper inside my thing. Yeah. Nope. There ain't nothing in there. There's nothing but pieces of this stuff here. I thought I had the name in there. I don't. I just have little pieces of this stuff here so I wouldn't waste it. I got it off of Madeira. Hot knife. Thank you so much, Miss Joy. I couldn't think of that. Hot knife. You're exactly right. That's that's what I was trying to think of, the hot knife. I have one. I don't know where it is. But yes. Um And Rebecca, you said look for that with Amazon and could not find it. I got this from Madeira. I got my Badge Master and this patch sealer from Madeira several years ago when I very first started embroidering and everything. And first time I wanted to make patches and stuff. And I bought all of this off of Madeira and their site, and I obviously it's quite a bit of it, so I haven't used it all. Now this is called Badge uh, Master, And I'm sure you've heard people talk about this because I have. Now, as far as the sealer, Marina just told us about what she uses, and she says that it works really well. And it is Lone Star, I believe is what she said. Let me see if I can find it again. Looking for what she called it. Lone Star adhesive, and it's for patches. It's an adhesive for patches. So you might want to look that up and see if that works for you. I just saw someone say, Marina said holds well. It's like a heat and bond or hot fix, but it holds better, I'm assuming. And let me see. What a quiet class. It's not a class. I was just showing you a different way of how I saw someone do it, and I wanted to try it to see if it was going to work. Somebody had asked me about the size of patches, and I don't really have. I mean, this is. I go by what fits in my hoop. I'm just going to be honest about it, and what I think is going to look good. I don't think anything over 3 inches, 3 by 3. You can make it a little bit bigger if you want to, because I do have a few of them that may be like this one. I don't know if that's those are kind of big. These are kind of big, but it was, just kind of the look that you want. Just kind of the look that you want is what I would recommend and what you're going to put it on. You can have them smaller, you can have them bigger. Some people have big old patches. It just depends upon what it is. Um, hey, Sharon Davenport, how are you? Um, does the badge master tear away or stay on the back? It stayed on the back. I cut it off when I was cutting off all of this. I cut off all of the excess material, but I didn't pull the any of that off because it was pretty much the only thing that I had that was being used as a stabilizer. The Vilene, the Badge Master was sandwiched. The Badge Master, I sandwiched it between two layers of Vilene. So there was no other type of stabilizer, and I put the twill on top. Therefore, um, the twill is pretty, it's kind of like denim and canvas and all of that. So you got some stiffness in it. So it worked out perfectly fine as far as not having any specific stabilizer to go with it. A lot of people recommend cutaway, and that's what I used, I believe, with the patches that I have here. I use cutaway, but you don't have to have the cutaway, obviously. And Leslie, you were saying Nancy on Gifts HQ uses a lighter pen to burn the edges and not a lot. I have one of those lighter pen things similar to what Joy showed us. I have one of those, and I have lighters as well. And then I also have the I just forgot the thing, the hot thing. Uh, Miss Joy, Joy said you did the same thing with 2 pairs of Guggenheim. I mean, this is exactly like the one that I just bought. I mean, I just got it. How dare I? How dare I? I had told they're the same size, everything. I totally forgot I had the thing. That's terrible. And they cut wonderfully. So I won't need to buy scissors anytime soon. Anytime soon. So let me see. What else did I want to tell you guys? Let me finish seeing what all. Sewing is the art of looking for things you just had 10 seconds ago. Girl, don't let me tell you what has happened to me today. I was rushing all weekend trying to get everything done that I needed to make and mail out to for Christmas gifts to family. I pressed DTF on 14 shirts. I've stitched on 4 or 5 hoodies in various places, not just one place, just arms and sleeves and back, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm just going crazy. Did some towels, did a wall hanging, just stuff. And I'm rushing because I wanted to get everything mailed out yesterday by the 15th, according to what the post office says. You know, everybody was saying if you want to get your stuff to somebody by Christmas, you need to get things out by the 15th, or you may not, they may not get it on time. Needless to say, in my haste, I made a rookie mistake and I had finished the hoodie looking really, really cute, very, very proud. Decided, oh, I'm going to put something on up here on the sleeve and I'm going to put some over here on this sleeve and jazz it up and send it, you know. And I hooped it, put it on the machine, and I'm stitching, but it felt funny. It felt like a little mushy. Dumb me didn't think, okay, it doesn't feel right, take it off and see what's wrong. No, I kept stitching. And then when I did take it off, I realized why it was feeling so crazy because it had hooked up. So that was a bust. That was a ruined hoodie. I was so mad at myself. So I had to do the whole thing over. Therefore, I missed my deadline for Monday to get it mailed out. So I definitely wanted to have it mailed today, which they did go out. I redid everything on that for that one hoodie. However, I cannot find the bottom part of my 8x13 Mighty Hoop. I have looked everywhere in this little bitty room. It's not that big. I've looked in the room, I've looked under things, I've moved things, I've looked in my closet, I've gone in my bedroom, I've looked in there's no reason for it to be in there, but I looked everywhere. Bathroom, closet, everywhere that I could have, you know, inadvertently put it, and I can't find it. The only explanation I have come up with so far, I must have packed the darn thing. And you said, well, how did you pack it? I don't know. I can't find it. It has to be packed. I remember picking up some paper. You know how they put Amazon puts all of this crumpled up paper in your boxes to keep things from moving around and stuff. And I remember taking some of that out of one box and putting it in the box that I was packing. And the only explanation I have is that the top could have been underneath it when I picked the paper up and I didn't see it or feel it. And I stuck it in the box that I just packed and mailed away. That's the only explanation I can come with the disappearance of the part of my hoop. So now I can't use my hoop until my loved one gets the box, finds the top of the hoop in the box, and turn around and mail it back to me. And I'm hoping that's where it is, because if that's not the case, then I don't know what the heck I did with it. I really don't know. But that has never happened to me before in my life. But I tell you, that goes like you were saying, Carol. That's all part of someone forgetting where you know looking for things you just had 10 seconds ago. I do not know what I did. I honest to heaven don't know what I did with the top of that thing. That is just crazy. That is just crazy. Now, Miss Joy said after the heat and bond didn't work using her heat press, she went ahead and sewed them on. Oh my goodness, that's not cool. Uh, I only tried this heat and bond once, and I can't remember what I was doing with it. Hot night. I'm gonna have to remember hot night. I can't remember what I was doing with it, but it didn't hold, so I was not happy with that at all. And Val, you said, what is the name of the product you stitched on that doesn't show? I use Vilene, which is it's a water soluble paper type stabilizer. And John Deere recommends this highly for freestanding lace, and that's what I bought it for. I use this for my freestanding lace projects, and I use it for my screen projects when I'm doing like my screen hangings I got in the back. I use Vilene because it is really good. It washes right out and it's stable enough where you don't need additional stabilizer. I just use this as my stabilizer when I'm doing that. Let me see what else. You guys get ready to come into the back so we can go ahead and do the reveal. And Miss Joy said, "Did you mail it out?" I hope you didn't mail it. I think I did, but if it is indeed, is it magnetic? So maybe it is attached to something metal. It's not. It is magnetic, but there's nothing in here metal that it could be attached to. But you know what I just thought about? Oh well, they mail them anyway, so they're mailable, so it shouldn't be an issue about it getting mailed. I really think I left it in the. I accidentally packed it in that box and mailed it. That's what I think I did. But tomorrow's another day, and I won't be so stressed because I don't have to work tomorrow. I got to go to the eye doctor. So when I come home, I'm going to do another sweep through and see if I can find it. And I'm hoping I can because it has to be somewhere. If I didn't mail it out, it's in this house somewhere, and heaven only knows where that is. Uh, like under your embroidery stand. I've already looked here. It's not under here. It's not on the side. It's none of those places. Read that phone number off the package. Okay, I'm getting people in the back. I don't know. The phone number is Miss Joy. Is 714-869-3048. But you can get these off of Amazon. Just put Vilene in there. Vilene, water soluble stabilizer. I get these off of Amazon. I just go in there and order it. So you don't have to call them or anything like that. You can get it off of Amazon. Um, okay, ladies, look like I have 1, 2, 3 people back here. No, I have 2 people. I have Danielle and I have Robin that are back here. Leslie and Joyce. Do you guys have the link so we can go ahead and do the reveal? If not, I can give it to you. I did send it though, so you guys should have it. Let me see. Look like somebody else popped in. I have Joyce. Okay, Joyce, Danielle, and Robin. So Leslie, Jaws' mom. Oh, okay, they're located there. Okay, Jenny. Look like I got Jenny too. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more to go and we'll be all set. If Leslie, if you need the link, let me know. Because I know you're on here. There you go. Look like I got you too. I have everybody. Great. So I am going to go ahead and start with Robin. Now, mind you, I've not done this particular add to the stream. Let me see how this is gonna go. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
What's wrong with the?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't see you. I see something, but I don't see you.
Wait a minute.
Let me. Uh, now you're blank. When you're ready, let me know because you're blank now. I'm gonna go ahead to Danielle. Are you ready? Joyce. I said Danielle, but I got Joyce. You ready?
Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
This is my advent calendar.
Okay. And it's a cert. Oh, in the middle.
Yes, the middle is embroidered. Um,
I had to put my eyes on. Okay,
it's
I see
cot-
it.
cotton thread, cotton
Mm-hmm.
and metallic threads. Then
Okay.
you patch the circle, patch this one around,
Uh-huh.
and then I had to quilt the circular part
And
and
then
put
the tag.
on the hanger, the ties.
Okay. Now what does it say? I know it's the numbers, but what else does it say?
It says December,
Oh, December. Okay. I couldn't. Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, I can see it now.
and this little
And
marker is magnetic.
oh, okay. Okay, so when you move it for each day.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. That's really, really nice. Now, where did you get your pattern?
I've had this since 2021.
Okay.
It was a
That's
it was a sulky project.
good. I like that. Now we can see it really clear now. Thank you. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice. And I like those snowy colors. The blue and the white and the Christmas trees. That's really nice. Okay, thank you, Joyce. Who's ready next? I'm going to, can I take you off? Yeah, I'm going to take you off now, Joyce.
Okay.
Okay, the next person, Danielle, you ready? Okay, there you are. Hey, Danielle.
Okay. Hey. Okay, so mine was a whole sewing project and it was a kit. So I had to sew all the pockets on to the to it, and I put like a little hook so it would hang on the door. So I filled it with all little trinkets. This one's being used. So it has things in here, for my daughter, little hair clips and stuff like that. So she hasn't gotten to this day yet, but it's all little things in here for her. And so I just basically, I had to sew the whole project. So a friend sent me this, and it was a kit that I had to cut out, like a panel, and I had to
Mm-hmm.
cut it out, sew it all together.
Oh, that's really nice. Now it has dates on it too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it
I
all had.
see. I see the dates. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good we can see it really good now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful. How long did that take? I know you made it a while back. How long did that take you?
I feel like it didn't take too long. I mean, I did it in like a day or two, but
Oh, okay.
I was working pretty diligently because she needed a calendar. So had to work pretty fast, and December 1st comes up pretty fast when it's like around Thanksgiving.
Tell me about it. And the one thing that I say every year, and it never, oh, I'm gonna get started on my projects early. I'm gonna get started on. It never turns out that way.
Nope.
Every year I'm
Yep.
rushing.
Yeah,
I'm
I am
rushing,
still
trying to get
rushing.
stuff.
Yeah, it
It's
never
making
happens.
me
I
mad.
never get anything done early.
Never
Nothing.
do.
So, yeah,
That's
yep. So that's
wonderful.
what
That's
she's got. Yeah,
really beautiful. Okay, the next
thanks.
person is going to be Jenny. Let me see. You ready, Jenny? All righty. I'm gonna take you off, Danielle. I'm learning how to use this thing. Oh my. Back your camera up just a little bit and we can get the whole thing. That you worked your behind off, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did to get it all
Oh,
done on time.
is that
That
better?
is yes, that's gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. And
So
that
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
So 24 hoopings. That's what it took. This
Mm-hmm.
design is a sweet pea design. It's called a bunting advent calendar. And so we'll see. Yep. I mean, it was easy. Really, it wasn't that hard. It's just picking the material on
Mm-hmm.
each one of the days is what just took me a little time. It's like, okay, how do I want to build it up, right?
Right,
uh,
exactly.
and about rushing, yes, I finished the last two this earlier.
I know,
Just
because last time we talked,
bringing them
you
on.
were like on number 6.
I had both machines going, Miss Shirley.
I know.
I- and if I would have had I mean, I do have a third machine. It's still in the box. I bought that in NQ 35W. It's still in the box, but I need to make room for it. So, but yeah, I would have had 3 machines going. It would have been faster.
Yeah, gorgeous. I like it. Turned out really, really well. I like that a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep,
Yeah.
little pockets. Each one has little pockets.
And look how big it is.
Yeah, they're pretty big. Hey, you better give me some big ones, right? Something big.
I know it's big enough for some nice gifts in there.
Yep. Now I may need a new wall if it's gonna come down. How heavy it may get.
Yeah. Okay. That's really nice. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Okay, who is next? Leslie. I'm gonna take you off, Jenny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm learning how to use this, so bear with me. Okay, Leslie, here you go. That should be you. There you go.
Okay, this is mine.
Uh-huh.
I made I can't see my thing here. Okay, because I have some icons up there. All right, this is mine, similar to what you made, I guess.
Yeah.
And this was rather quick. I did I think the one that was the most, took the most time was this part
The
here.
top one, yes.
Right. And then I did these because these are like two, two, and then the one at the bottom
And the foot.
and the foot.
Yeah.
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 Only thing I found is when I did this top one, I cut too much of the top off. But then when I assembled it, I left a little bit more of the stabilizer in. So that made it possible for me to grab this top thing. I still got to learn how to do the mitered corners because I tell you,
Girl, don't even write that up. Me and you go. So I guess ours are gonna be twins when it comes down to
but today I looked at something and it showed how to do them a lot different than, so I say I'm going to follow that the next time. But this
see.
wasn't too bad. Only thing is, they're not as deep pockets as, they're kind of shallow. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like all you can put in here was like a candy cane or a mint or something because
Yeah.
it's not that, I said, I guess when I see Jenny, she can put a little significant
Gift in
side
hers.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
piece of candy or a present or something. But this was
Mm-hmm.
a quick something from Sweet Pea, very simple, not hard to make and rather quick. I think I did, what is it, two of these on Saturday and the rest on Sunday, and then yesterday assembled it all and it was done.
Yep.
So, pretty quick. And I guess too, I can put this little what is it, the dowel thing,
No. Yeah.
because I think that's the only way. And I guess you can use those command hooks if you want to, so it'll hang pretty easy.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Well, that's really nice.
And I
Really.
used my fabric. I didn't have to go out. I had this holly and tree thing, so I used that and this background. And this is a piece of, I made my Christmas tree skirt with a purple
Mm-hmm.
version of this red one. I had
Oh,
gotten the red one first, and I had so much of it. So, well, not a lot because I made a quilt back with it, but I use it for the hat and the feet.
okay. That's
All right.
great. All righty then. So now we have Robin. All right, I'm gonna take you off, Leslie.
Thank
Okay. Robin, you ready now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Let me get back. Okay,
Yeah.
here's mine.
Ooh, that's cute. That's
I wrote
cute.
numbers on them with
Uh-huh.
a fabric paint marker.
Okay.
It was supposed to have it's a pattern that I found online. It's called 1990 design patchwork advent tree.
Mm-hmm.
But it had like piping, but I like the rickrack, so I
The
put
rick
rick
rack. The rick
on.
rack is cute.
And it has a little star at the top and I put the hanger as the rickrack. I just put it all the way around it up the tree. I
And you
cut
got
mine too small at the top, so my pockets at the top I had to make really tiny. I didn't cut it right because it was directions in centimeters, and I had to translate it to inches, and I got fouled up.
I understand. I keep saying I'm gonna buy me some centimeter rulers. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so I put little caramels,
Right.
workers caramels in there for the days that are left.
Yeah, I see the candy.
And there's the
That's
back,
that's really
little
cute.
tree.
I like the idea of a tree.
So that's mine.
Okay. All righty then. I think we have everybody but me. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. I don't think I missed anybody. All righty then. So that leaves me. Take you off. All right. Be back on. Okay. Well, I got the same pattern that Leslie got from Sweet Pea. And so this is my calendar, my Advent calendar. So I'm going to get a little closer so you can see. And as she said, the top one took the longest. It wasn't hard. None of it was hard at all. But the top one took the longest to make. And then the rest of it was quite simple to do and easy. And it's not the one that I had initially wanted to make. And then here's the back. And this was made from scrap or stuff I already had. And again, we're both hurting when it comes down to mitered corners. because I'm not. I haven't figured. I've done them before. I totally forgot. And every time I'm getting ready to do one, I just draw a blank and I can't figure out how to get it done. So I'm going to have to learn how to do that. But it was very easy to make, and I have to tell you, Well, I won't say I chicken out. I made the Christmas tree skirt again for my friend Wanda for her Christmas present, and I wanted to be able to present it to her right after Thanksgiving because I knew that she puts her tree up for Thanksgiving. So I was rushing trying to get that thing done. And if you guys even remember from 2 years ago when we did it, that's how the group got started doing the Christmas tree skirt. It's 45 hooping and it's all those little bitty pieces of applique that you had to cut out and embroider and all that stuff to make all the little houses and whatnots and stitch the elves and the Santa Claus and the reindeers and all of that. So that it took me a good 3 weeks or more coming home from work and coming straight in here all during the weekend, everything. So when I got done with that, and I pulled up my design for my advent calendar that I got off of Design by Juju. It's a really beautiful advent calendar. And I looked at that thing and it said, what, 30, 40 hooping? I said, not today. Not this year. I couldn't go through that again because I knew I would not have enough time to finish it in time and do all the other projects that I needed to do for Christmas gifts and stuff. So I wanted to find something that was cute but simple and quick to make. And that's when I decided to get this one from Sweet Pea. And then Leslie said she gonna get it too. But anyway, that's how that came about. And they all came out really, really cute. And I'm quite happy with the result. And I didn't know that it was going to be as cute as it was. It's really a cute little advent calendar, and it's simple and it's quick. So if anybody's interested in doing it, it's on. And then we also got it on sale. So that helps too. I think the design was like $7, if that much. Wasn't too bad. So with that being said, it was a pretty good deal to make this. So I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. So that was the project that we did. And Becky, hi, are you? And I see, yes, I miss you, Becky. I miss Marina. I miss all of you. Maureen, I don't know where you are. You were here last week. Come back, come back, come back. We're doing stuff. We're not going to do anything else until after the first of the year because, there's no time for that. But we'll get together and make some more things. This is year 2. October was our year 2 anniversary. So now we're heading into year 3 of working together. We get together every Wednesday night via Zoom, and we laugh, we talk, we stitch, we conversate, we do everything. But we have built a friendship and camaraderie that is very, very important to me. So I think that all of you ladies are enjoying it. I know I am. And I'm so glad to see you on here, Becky, and um, you know how we all feel about everything that you're going through right now, and you will continue to be in our prayer. And whenever you're ready to come back, come on back because I know you needed some time and all of that, and that's perfectly fine. The one thing that we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to get back together until next year. So unless you guys want to meet tomorrow night, that's perfectly fine. We can meet tomorrow night and talk about what we're going to start on next year. If you want to do that, put it in the comment in the chat tonight so we can so I'll know. It's up to you. And so Lisa, Lily, how are you? I think I said hi to you, Kara, already. And Margot, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. And don't forget, you guys, Miss Joy said don't forget to thumbs up. That's very important. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. All of that is really, really important to keep the channel going. And um, I want to keep doing this as long as I can, and as long as you guys support me and want me to do it. So that will be what we will continue to do. And Carol, you were saying money would fit in those small pockets. Yeah, I have put candy cane in mine. And that was kind of when I first saw it and everything. I knew it was going to be small. And I said a candy cane would be perfect. And I put candy cane, and I just kind of moved mine down because it reminds me of when my kids were young. I had this little Santa Claus clip-on thing. It would look like a little Santa Claus, but it was a clip-on, and you put it on your Christmas tree. And what we did, we would start at the bottom of the Christmas tree, and every day we would inch it up, inch it up, inch it up, all the way until we reached the top on Christmas Day. So it was just one little thing. So it just kind of reminded me of doing something like that with this Advent calendar instead of filling up all the pockets and everything because they are small. I just moved the candy cane date after date. So it's almost like a calendar. And similar to what Joyce is doing with hers, because she has the magnet on hers that she can move from date to date to date. So that's how I'm using my Advent calendar. And I have to tell you, I put my some Christmas decoration up the other day because we don't have a tree this year because we're not even going to be here for Christmas. Going to see my son in Florida, so I'm glad of that. But anyway, I put up decoration anyway because I can't be in the house and don't celebrate Christmas at all. And I started pulling out all the stuff I've already made, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I've been making a whole lot of stuff for Christmas. I got my Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, and my uh, scenery, and stockings and all kinds of stuff, pillows." I said, "Oh, I've been hitting it with the Christmas stuff because it's my favorite holiday." And I didn't do so bad this year like I have been doing, where I would be buying crazy, crazy designs. Like I have tons of Christmas designs, and then I even have ton of Christmas designs in my wish list on Embroidery Library. But can't get around to all of them, so I didn't go crazy this year with getting stuff. Um, but I have been busy and I have had fun. And Lisa Lilly said, like the tree shape, very different. Yes, I do. And I liked Joyce's as well, very different. So I think we all had something different, even though Leslie and I design is the exact same. They're different as well because they're totally different colors. And that makes it stand out, kind of like we did with the Christmas skirt. We used the same design, but we all had different different looking skirts. And Leslie, you say you didn't do the circle on the cheeks. I did mine. I did my circles on the cheeks. They wanted them to be rosy. I just picked a certain color that I wanted it to, so it would blend in with the skin color fabric that I put on there. So yeah, I did all of that. And even with the rosy nose, I did use a slightly different color fabric and the thread to kind of make the nose stand out as being rosy, but yet and still fit the color of my Santa Claus. So let me see. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. Uh, who else? Ms. Joy, you said, is this a Facebook group or a private group? It's neither. And how do you get involved? Miss Rebecca says, on Wednesday night. And Jenny says she's in for tomorrow. So you guys let me know. We can meet tomorrow. That's Danielle. Can we meet ahead of time? An hour, can we meet ahead of time, hour later, 8 p.m. my time? 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is uh what what is that? Six? Yeah, if that works for everybody else, that works for me. Because to be honest about it, as soon as I get home from work, I'm running in here because I don't get home from work until almost 5 o'clock, and we're getting on at 6 o'clock my time. So 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time would be 7 o'clock my time. That works for me because nobody comes on there but Robert and Becky anyway, and I had to wait an hour for y'all. So that would work perfectly fine for me, Danielle, if that works for everybody else. And so we'll get on tomorrow, and it will be 8 o'clock Eastern time. And Val, you'll be in Florida too. Okay. All righty. And Jenny, I enjoy our Wednesday social society. This awesome community allows me to learn and finish products. It is a great feeling. And again, how do we get involved? It's open. Anybody that's interested in it, I've been saying this for the past couple of years, and that's how we've grown with people. The original people are Robin, Becky, Leslie, Taisha, Danielle, Deborah. Who else was there from the Andrea, Marina? I think that's the original people. And then we've added since then, and we've lost since then. That's okay. You can come and go. If you're interested in it, I will put my email address up here. You email me your email address and number, and I will send you the passcode to come into the Zoom. We have no rules per se, but we do decide what we're going to do as a group. It is, majority rules pretty much. We toss things around and see who wants to do this, that, and the other, and then we come up with some consensus, and then we go ahead and decide this is what we're going to make, and then we decide how long we're going to give ourselves to get it done. And that's pretty much what we do. And then we meet every Wednesday night. And, some people maybe don't like the fact that it's not as structured as they want it to be, but we want it to be fun and we don't want anybody to feel pressured. So that's why there's no, you got to be here and you got to do that and you got to do this. If you can't come, you can't come. If you can come, come. If you can't do it, if you don't have time to make something, you're still part of the group. Whoever started from day one is still considered part of the group as far as I'm concerned. I have a list that I send information out to everybody because that lets you know that you're still part of the group. And if and whenever you're able to return, you will always be welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and put my email address in here. And I don't know if this has a banner. The other streaming thing had a banner, but I don't know if this one has a banner where I can stream it across, but I can put it up. That's what I'm going to do so you can see it. And then you can, like I said, email me. Where did it go? Okay, there it is up there. I got it up there so you can see it. And email me. I'll get back with you. I'll send you the information that you need. And then you just log on and we'll go from there. If you want to participate, you can. If you don't want to participate, you don't have to. And Sean, thank you for stopping by. We had asked, well, you and I had talked about you coming into our group to show us some stuff about quilting and stuff. Whenever you're available to do that, we can. And while you're on here, is your registration for your shoe tutorial closed? If it is still open, if you want to put some information in here in the chat, and I'll flash it up here for other people to see. I did buy the kit. I'm not 100% sure that I signed up for the class yet because the class is in January. So let me know because I'm not sure if I did or not. But I know I bought the kit. So this is Sean. Where are you, sweetie? Hi, Sassy Classy Custom. Uh, And I promise you, Sean, I'm going to call you because I need you to make something for me. That's the reason why I wanted to get with you because I want one of those wall hangings that you do with the lucite. I believe that is. That's why I want to get with you. And I tell you, I've been so crazy busy. I have not. So this is Gold Savvy Design by Sean. Gold Savvy Designed by Sean. She is doing a sneaker tutorial, making your own sneakers like the Crafty Gemini did, and I think somebody else did. I know the Crafty Gemini did one, but Sean is doing one too coming up in January, and I bought the kit, but you can let me know. You have my info whether or not I did the rest of it. So if I haven't, let me know so I can do that in time. The only concern that I have, to be perfectly honest about it, I do not know if I'm going to be available on that particular date. I don't remember what the date is. I know it's in January. I think it's mid-January. So if you want to put some information on here, please feel free to do so. You are more than welcome to do that. And everybody that needed my email address, did you get it? And like I said, just email me. And we're meeting tomorrow night at 8 Eastern Standard Time, which would be 7 o'clock Central Time. And that'll give me an extra hour to get myself settled from, well, I'm not working tomorrow because I got to go to the doctor. So I'm good any way it goes, but that's okay. Trying to think of, I'm looking through all the chats to make sure I haven't left anything out or forgot anybody or anybody got missed that may have had a question, because I don't want to leave anybody out at all. And yeah, I think we did a good. Am I the only person here in California? Well, you're the only person on the West Coast that's in here that I'm aware of. We did have one lady that actually came into our group that was in California. She hasn't been. She was here on my chat last week, but I don't see her now. She may be watching, just not in the chat right now. But um, um, there's been plenty of people. Okay, you said the sign up is closed. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. It's the 17th of January. Sign up is closed. Okay. I knew it was coming up. And please let me know whether or not I signed up. I bought the kit and I don't know if I signed up or not. If I didn't sign up, oh well, I screwed up. But I remember getting the kit, um, and, purchasing the kit and everything. But I wasn't sure if I actually signed up for the class or not. So if I missed it, I'll just have to hit it at another date or something, whatever. But anyway, so no need of putting it up because if you guys haven't signed up yet, and it is the 17th of January. And like I said, I think I was a little hesitant because I wasn't sure about um, all the specifics and whether or not I had to be there live or not, or whether or not it would be something that you could look at later on because I did not know for sure if I would be available on that particular date. Oh, okay, great. Good to know. Purchasing the kit signs you up. So I did. Okay. That's why I couldn't. I was trying to look for something else to go with it, but I couldn't. So I, you know, this month I'm scatterbrained. I lost the top of my doggone hoop and messed up a hoodie, all of that kind of stuff. And I was not drinking. So I don't know what the deal was. It's just being busy. When you're busy, you're busy, you're busy. And I was trying to beat the calendar because I wanted to make sure I got everything out in a timely manner so people can get them on time. So I'm glad that happened. And then dealing with whether or not um, I try to make it very easy. Okay, good. We'll be good. We'll be good. And I'll see what I'll be able to do on that particular day because I do really would like to be on the live if at all possible. I have to look at my calendar and see if I need to, you know, rearrange some time or whatever the situation may be. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. It was just a little idea about um, a different way of doing patches that I had discovered and wanted to share it because again, my goal was to do patches and not have the fabric or the stabilizer that peeps out, and I don't care how well we cut it and everything like that, it does tend to peep out. But using the water soluble stabilizer, the Vilene and the Badge Master seem to have worked. So I'm very happy that I did try that. So you guys might want to give it a try. Okay, good, good, Sean. There will be an email coming next week with pre-work and pre-work meetup. Sounds good. Sounds good. And let me see, what did you say, Miss Joy? Family, if you're watching by television, you can hit the like button from your remote. Yay! Hit the like button. Likes, 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 likes. All the likes help. You don't know how important likes, notifications, signing up by subscribing, and comments, comments, comments always help because the algorithm on YouTube looks at all of these things. And if you're moving in the right direction, they promote your site up, and then more and more people find me, and more people become involved and everything. And after the first of the year, hopefully I'll be able to start doing a few more demos, demonstration, get back to the DIYs that I was doing. I know I haven't done any since I moved because, I was not working when I started. Well, yes, I was. I was working in Florida. Then it was a lot easier then as far as my movement around. Then when I got to Maryland, I was not working, so that made it even easier to do my stuff. And now that I'm here, I thought this room was going to work out a lot better, but that has not proven to be the case. I don't know where half my stuff is. That's the problem. I don't know where half my stuff is. And Val, you said you need to buy the Embrilliance patch software. I think they have a sale going on. If you want to do patches, like a lot of patches, and you want to sell patches, that's what I would recommend, because I made a lot of patches for myself. I made a lot of patches for my son for his business. So I've done quite a few patches, and that's the reason why I bought the software, because it's just a click of the button, and that's what makes it so much easier, because you can edit practically any design that you want and turn it into a patch. And that's what I love about it. It doesn't really matter the actual initial size of it. You can definitely do that and turn it into a patch, as I've shown you here, where I have the exact same design, big enough for a jacket back and small enough for a patch, and they both stitched out absolutely perfect regardless. And all of that I was able to do with Embrilliance, Joyce. Will the Zoom info remain the same for the new year? Will it be updated? I will let you know, Val. I'm not sure, because I can't remember how long I extended it out. Think I extended it out for a year. I'm not sure, but I should be able to check that out tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll be able to stop by tomorrow. I hope, even if it's just for a few minutes. And Leslie, you say your son says when he leaves his job, he wants a patch to cover the logo on his jacket. Sure, or you can take the logo off. Depends upon um, how much work you want to do. And the reason I'm saying that is that that's exactly what I did for my son. He had this really nice backpack that he got from a job that he was on. And when he left that job, he did not want to give up the usage of the backpack, because he liked the backpack, but he didn't want to walk around with that logo. And I took the logo off with my Peggy stitch eraser, and I think I embroidered over it. Think. I'm pretty sure I embroidered over it. But then I also made him some patches. So I may have just done patches on it. I don't remember right now anymore. But that's an excellent idea. Excellent idea. And yes, I see you said Leslie is Jaw's mom. You told me that last week. That's why I knew who you were today. Because I didn't know who you were last week. I know who you are today. Okay, well, we have come up on the 2 hour mark here, and I don't want to hold you guys any longer. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, and if anybody have any other questions, any comments, anything, go ahead and say it now. And after that, I will go ahead and sign off. Um, oh, I called you Val. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you Val. Who was I talking? What was I saying when I called you Val? Because I know who Val is. Oh, okay. When you said you need to buy the Brilliance pet sour. Sorry about that. My mind, didn't I tell you my mind is scatterbrained? So give me some grace here. Sorry about that. Anyway, you guys, I will talk to you guys. Those of you with the Social Society, I will talk to you tomorrow night. Those of you that are interested in finding out more about it, go ahead and text me, email me, and we can go from there. And everybody else, oh yeah, next week I will be traveling, so there will be no Wind Down Tuesday. Leslie says the why. Stop it. There will be no Wind Down Tuesday next week because it is Christmas week. There will be none. And there probably won't be one the next week because I'm going to be um, uh, enjoying the holidays with family. But I will put a message out. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, staying with me, and I'm looking forward to us having a wonderfully blessed 2026, because it probably will be 2026 when I talk to you guys again. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And remember, there will be no Wind Down Tuesday next week, and probably the next week, because I'm not going to be at home. And I don't want to say I'm going to do something and not be able to do it, but I will put a message out. So you guys take care and good night, and have a wonderfully blessed the rest of your week. And I'm going to finish my glass of wine. Good night.